teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? We're here for a college football playoff quarterfinal collision on EA Sports College Football. It's the Tennessee Volunteers against the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
Guys, everything is bigger in Texas, and that includes the crowd here today for the Cotton Bowl. It is electric down here on the field. Everybody is energized and ready for this playoff matchup. I can tell you the teams will have to communicate and really lock in because it is dynamic here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. So Tennessee's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. This offense comes in with a lot of confidence, one of the highest scoring teams in the regular season. But now, on a bigger stage, Joel, a real premium on execution. What is this defense going to do to slow them down?
Chris, they're going to have to change up the look. If you sit there and don't disguise the coverage, this guy will just pick you apart. He's done it all year long. Their run game is solid. They are so good offensively. You've got to change up the looks. You've got to be aggressive. And ultimately, you got to be lucky. The ball has to find your hands at least once.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but the defense swipes the ball on the first drive of the game. First and goal here for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Clearly a long way to go, but you can't have a better start than this offense just had. Take advantage of good field position right down the field, and they draw first blood here.
And Chris, as we talked about, it's so important in these big games to establish early momentum, get an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they were able to do. Credit that field position as well. Kind of a short drive, but they're able to capitalize and stick it in the end zone.
Well, all the intrigue and all the challenge of a conference battle in the playoff bracket. These two teams came through the SEC, got into the bracket, and now stand in each other's way for a chance to win a national title.
And Chris, as you know, just such a proud conference, and there's no doubt that whoever wins this matchup is going to be trying to carry that torch forward for the entirety of the SEC to try to march forward for a championship. Good scramble by this quarterback. I know it doesn't pick up a ton of yards here, but you're creating a more manageable down and distance, and you're getting down and avoiding the hit. It's a really good job managing the game and managing the hits that you're going to take throughout the game.
Third down, it's a handoff. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. And the Volunteers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Well, this guy is such a key to what they do offensively. It's why he had such a monster year. Over 1,000 yards on the outside as a receiver. He has been so good for them. And one of the things that they're going to have to do is find opportunities to attack the defense with him early in this game and often in this game. Yeah, this is smart. Get this guy going early. He had almost 1,000 yards receiving out on the outside, and the quarterback told us this week he loves throwing the football to him. If they get him established early, I tell you what, they're going to be tough to beat.
Quick throw, the catch is made. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Volunteers will have first and 10 here.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Fires it on the move, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
They'll tackle him well short of the marker. Brings up 4th down. See if they try out the field goal team. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
And he's going to bring this one out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Got the first down and still motoring. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. That's an important first down on that running play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 8 coming up. The RPO caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. It's 3rd down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And he's got it at the 15. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Offense in a split backfield now. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab.
I think this defense needs to think about changing up their coverage. These zone defenses are just not set up to stop these slant routes. You can see that window. It's wide open. The quarterback sees it pre-snap, and then he's just exploiting it. You might want to think about changing it up, going man defense, and allowing the corner to get in there and try to break this thing up.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to us.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Tennessee. No chance to catch him there.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It goes out quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. The shotgun running play call.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Let them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The ball has come to the line to run the hurry up. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Across the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Well, this is worst-case scenario for an offense to start a playoff game. You feel like you've got some points, you've got a good drive going early in the game, and the defense is able to turn it away and create points for themselves. That's a massive momentum swing. Great job by that defense.
Bringing it out, it's Harris. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center guard, getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
He's rattled right now. He throws a pick on the last drive, and Chris, he comes out here, and this is the type of series that you want to see that short memory, and you want to see a quarterback get back to his roots and use that offense, and here he throws the ball right back into a precarious situation. That one should have been picked off.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Checks this down to the running back. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
Chris, this is really the first big decision this head coach has to make today. It's the first quarter. You're on your own side of the 50. Do you punt this ball away or do you go for it? I know it's 4th and short. Maybe you can sneak it across here.
And here's the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Important second down play coming up. It's South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Well, the tight end grabs it over the middle. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Gain makes it 2nd 2nd and long. That's tough against a defense like this. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
This D-line is just winning the line.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He lets it rip. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the offense. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. Tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
Well, Chris, if you want to win in the playoffs, you've got to be a good 3rd down team. And here early in this game, they're able to get into 3rd and short and convert and move the chains. This is something to watch the rest of the game. Can they have 1st and 2nd down success and put them in position for an easy conversion?
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Vols hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And he'll keep it again, making people miss. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Well, Chris, this defense is doing a really good job of being assignment sound. The quarterback has nowhere to go. He can't really get the edge. He's got to dive up in the middle of the field. This defense, if they continue to do this, they're going to have a good day.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play.
It's a nice run setting up 3rd down here, and as an offensive play caller, you got to understand, are you willing to go for it on 4th down? I think they should be willing to go for it on 4th down. Even if they don't get it, the opposing offense would have to go 90-plus yards to score.
Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Ball scooped up on the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway. This guy has been really hard to block all season long, Joel. He told us he is so eager to step up and make an impact here in this playoff game.
And offensively, they told us they were going to have to know where he's at and slide the protection, do something to adjust the protection so that he didn't have a one-on-one opportunity. At this point, you've got to put a tight end on that side, allow a running back to go chip on that side. You cannot allow him to have a free rush. A play like that on 1st down is a coach and quarterback's best friend. Now you got 2nd and inches, you can do whatever you want. I particularly love taking a shot here, maybe a heavy play action, get the ball down the field.
It's caught, he's breaking free. He breaks into the clear. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to scoring. Offensive line getting set, it's 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll use the ground game here. Fights through the tackler.
Well, you got to love a 1st down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. 2nd and inches, anything is at your disposal.
The Volunteers will spend the 1st of their 3 timeouts here. Chance to strategize for this 2nd down play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Snags with the throw. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Tennessee goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. Not ideal. You give up 1st down yardage, then have to burn a timeout. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And the Vols are now going to use the last of their timeouts. A decision to make here. What are they going to do on this 2nd down? So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous route. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. We're going to try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Terrace. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. Running back grabs it on a screen. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And the Vols hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a 1st down.
1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. A positive start for this freshman, Joel, who's had such a solid season. The defense, frankly, hoping they could rattle this young guy in a playoff game. But he looks good there.
Chris, he looks so calm, to your point, and that's something that I was even wondering about, is what his nerves were going to be like as a young player in this environment. Remember, it's a veteran player's game in this day and age in college football. We don't see many freshmen succeeding in this position in this moment, and yet here he is, calm as a cucumber and just dealing down the field.
Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch, and here this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence, and he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. So the catch sets up 2nd and very short, and plenty of options for the offense. The pressure's on. Oh, he makes the catch. Look out, he's breaking free. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, that is exactly what the doctor ordered for this offense, and they cut this from a 2-possession game to a 1-possession game going into halftime. Now they've got a ton of momentum. There's no time left on the clock for the opposition. That was just an excellent series.
And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. We're set to get the 3rd quarter going, but let's find out what Holly Rowe has learned on the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room, he delivered a passionate, urgent message to his team at the half. Yes, they have started strong, tons of momentum coming off that bye week, but it's not enough. They have got to sustain that here to start the 3rd quarter and finish strong. He told them, finish the way we started. We need to land a knockout punch. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. QB keeper all the way. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
The defense has got to start committing more guys to stopping the run, because on these quarterback runs, think about it, Chris, you're adding a hat as the offense, and that's why it's such an advantage. He's obviously got the athleticism to do so, and here he picks up a huge gain. Nice explosive run from the quarterback. keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Here's the second down play. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Fights off a defender. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
These are those little body punches in a heavyweight fight. You get a first down with the run game. The defense starts getting frustrated. Watch those safeties. If they start creeping up near the line of scrimmage, now you've got them as an offensive play caller. You can get to the play-action pass and take a shot over the top.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I don't often say this, but that's a nice job by the quarterback because there's nowhere to throw this football. They do a great job of covering up this screen, and because of that, the quarterback just has to eat it. Remember, on a screen, you've got linemen downfield, so you can't throw the ball away.
He's in the clear. Now here he goes. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. And the Gamecocks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. And he'll set up to throw. On the jump ball falls incomplete. Good battle that time.
I don't mind the throw there on first down, but now you really need some positive yards. You're down here, you've got goal-to-go situation. You don't want to be in 3rd and long where it's an obvious passing situation. You've got to get this ball down inside the 5, maybe even...
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that's certainly not what they drew up at halftime. You try to make adjustments as a coaching staff and really impress on your players. The importance of that first series of the 3rd quarter, and that's just a terrible mistake by the quarterback and a huge turnover for the defense.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. And the Volunteers looking to run some tempo here.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain. You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, Chris, this is why 1st and 2nd down are so important. When you're behind the chains on 3rd down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
The Volunteers will have to kick this away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And that sets up a return. Oh, and he's got some space here. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane on that return. This drive starts in good position. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead of the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Favorable situation, 2nd and 4. They pick up 6 on the first down pass. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense. Yeah, Chris, that looked really close, and I love the second effort from this running back, fighting for extra yards and ultimately moving the chains. Didn't look like a lot was there in the run game, and yet he was able to fall forward and get the line to gain for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8.
You got to be connected as a defense, and here the secondary does everything they can on this snap. Nowhere to throw the football, they do their job. But up front, this front 7 gets outside of their rush lanes, and because of that, there's a gap for the quarterback to scramble, and he stays ahead of the chain.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
I really love what this defensive line does here. They read the screen, and yet they continue to move forward and attack the quarterback. So many times you see those guys stop and pause and try to retrace. If you're going to get aggressive, go ahead and get after the quarterback, and they're able to get him on the ground.
And it's South Carolina in the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. We begin the quarter with a crucial playoff and setting up for this 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Makes it look easy.
That is such a big kick, Chris, because now they've got to go down and have to get the ball in the end zone just to tie it up. Beautiful job by the offense of putting themselves in range, and ice in his veins, this kicker buries it.
Bringing it out, it's Harris. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And let's check in with Holly Rowe from her sidelines vantage point.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The ball's come to the line, looking to crank up the tempo.
That is a good job by this wide receiver and the quarterback recognizing the zone coverage. When you've got a crossing route, you've got to sit down in that window. You see it zone, sit down, give the numbers to your quarterback, and he's able to put the ball on the frame, and they get a nice completion there. This is a great job of recognition from everybody on the offense, but more specifically that wide receiver and quarterback.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. the ground on 1st and goal. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. Touchdown, Volunteers. Great connection there for 6 points. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the 2nd half to come out with a W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. Here's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
It's a nice game, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays down the field. This quarterback is going to have to start taking some chances against this secondary.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
There you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on 1st down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on 1st down and get 1st downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle. I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable 3rd down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Now the play clock winding down. They'll have to spend a timeout here. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Important 3rd down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
In these tight games, having the ability as a quarterback to convert and move the chains with a big play on the outside, this is a huge moment. And a guy that's doing a great job really throughout the game, making decisions and managing his offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Handoff in a single back formation. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Here comes a handoff. He's got sprint toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And now it's time for this explosive Tennessee offense to put it all together. Important possession late in the game. What a challenge for this group on the road. Down by a touchdown with all this crowd noise to deal with. Play action here on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking right. This one caught. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This is good situational defense from this secondary. You can tell that they want to force the ball down the field. And obviously, with this clock situation, they need to, but they're forced to check it down to the back. These defensive backs just need to continue to stay deeper than the deepest and force the quarterback into these safe passing scenarios.
The first down on the ground, that's been something that's been hard to come by for this offense here. There's still time, though, to get the running game going.
Chris, it has been tough sledding running the football. Even that first down run, there's just not a lot of room, not a lot of success. It seems like this defense is fully committed to stopping the run game. Maybe time for a play-action pass? I think it should be coming up.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They look to throw it here on second down. Looks toward the sideline. The ball is loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
This is when you get that small reminder from an offensive coach. I know that it was right near the sideline, just pops out, this ball goes out of bounds. But remember, ball security. You always want to hang on to that football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Off target and incomplete.
Chris, this is a tough situation for a quarterback. Defense is in dime defense, which means that there's 2 extra defensive backs on the field. It means that there's tight windows down the field. I would always look towards the sideline or those checkdowns, the backs out of the backfield over the middle. A lot of times you can gain some yardage just dumping it off short.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Second down. We're going to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee. Powers into the end zone.
And now a critical decision for this head coach. Chris, does he kick the extra point and tie the game, go to overtime? Or does he go for 2 in the win? I tell you, in this situation, I think he might trust his offense and put them on the field to win it right now.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. And now the unique experience of a college football overtime. The format is unique. A coin toss will decide the choice of playing on offense or defense. Most teams choose to play defense first, and then each side will get a possession beginning from the plus 25-yard line.
You're exactly right, Chris. You want to play defense so you would know exactly what you need to do with your offensive possession here in the first overtime. But this is an opportunity for your coordinators, your play callers, your head coach to take stock. What worked for you during the course of that last quarter or the second half, and lean into those things. Where are you having success? Those are the plays that you need to call right here.
So here comes our first play of overtime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, it's no surprise they're going with the running game with the struggles they've had throwing the football, multiple interceptions so far in this ball game, and as a defense, they're ready for that. They're not going to sit here and allow them to just run the football into the end zone.
Quarterback keeps the football. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Great work by this offensive line. Big run right here in overtime, getting the first down. I'm surprised the defense doesn't have more defenders near the line of scrimmage. It's not like they're going to be trying to throw the football. This quarterback has struggled today.
Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
Chris, I've always felt like as an offensive coordinator, you need to take stock in what's worked so far today, and it's got to be your best stuff. What formation, what personnel group, what players have succeeded in this ball game, and you got to go with that here in overtime.
So here we go, third and medium. This defense trying to get a stop here and force an overtime field goal attempt. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Will be stopped short. Doesn't get there on the scramble. It'll set up 4th and goal. So here comes the field goal unit out there trying to claim the lead here in OT. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. That puts them back on top. So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Chris, as a quarterback, you've got to have a short memory. And here in overtime, I know he's thrown a few interceptions today, but he's got to block that out. Everything's got to be in front of him. You don't put the ball in harm's way. Play on time.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. And it's good, a pressure field goal to stay in the game and force another OT. Going into the second overtime, the stakes have been raised because if you score a touchdown, by rule, you have to go for a 2-point conversion. So it's intriguing. How many 2-point plays do you trust? Have you been practicing? That usually comes into play, Joel.
Chris, every offensive play caller has those few plays just sitting on the side of their play sheet, ready for this moment. It's their best 2-point plays, maybe a trick play, some misdirection, and this is the moment that they can finally break them out. You get in the end zone, we're going to see something special.
Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal, handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to go play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline. Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and on 3rd down in a goal-to-go situation, I always think about players and not plays. Who are your best guys? What are your best matchups? And how do you get those guys the football in this situation? Well, deciding to run it on 3rd down there, I feel like it's a signal that they're going to go for it on 4th down. You've got to get this ball in the end zone if you can. Best play call available. Quarterback's got to make a decision. I believe that they've got to go for this one.
So no field goal attempt. The offense going for it on 4th and goal here in OT. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs. Going into the second overtime, the stakes have been raised because if you score a touchdown by rule, you have to go for a 2-point conversion. So it's intriguing. How many 2-point plays do you trust? Have you been practicing? That usually comes into play, Joel.
Chris, every offensive play call has those few plays just sitting on the side of their play sheet, ready for this moment. It's their best 2-point plays, maybe a trick play, some misdirection, and this is the moment that they can finally break them out. You get in the end zone, we're going to see something special.
And it's incomplete. Even a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Catch made on the left side.
I know it can be difficult, Chris, but he has to block out what's happened so far today with the interceptions and just look at the plays right in front of him that he can execute. That was a good job right there.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. A stop play here. A South Carolina player appears to be injured. And here in overtime, you cannot afford to lose key guys like this. So we'll set him now for a field goal to win the game. A moment every kicker dreams about. It is good. A walk-off winner in double overtime. Just a tremendous battle. This is a playoff game to remember. Really feel for the losing side, but for the winning side to come through in an overtime game. You can win or lose on a single play so often, and this team